What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy Funders Productions for coming through and boosting up your man the YB coin 100%. So, as you might have seen by the title, we got some very what I'd call unfortunate news right now. Now I'm gonna give you man the breakdown from the rip. Yeah, I can't lie to you. At one point in time, I was thinking, yeah man, this makes sense. Bear in mind, Chisora has just really caught his career best win over Pulev, all things considered. Down bad Dillian, by million shite, just had his worst loss in the history of his career. So, yesterday I speculated, as did most people, that Chisora vs Dillian Whyte 3, for me, is the only big fight that makes sense for really both men right now. I weren't trying to hear about Chisora versus Wilder. I'm not trying to hear about Chisora versus anyone else. That really is the pinnacle for both men right now. Because what's Dillian Whyte going to do? He just hanging about. Dillian Whyte versus Chisora makes sense. Anyway, so bear in mind, your man the YB and many others at this point are basking in Dillian Whyte versus Chisora 3, thinking about all the bad blood and whatever else. I see this tweet come through, and obviously it was Dillian Whyte reposting. Obviously, Dillian Whyte reacting to and recognising Chisora's win over Chisora's win over Pulev. And basically, Dillian Whyte co-signed a man telling him, a Donny telling him, do your thing. So obviously, Dillian Whyte co-signing someone saying do your thing implies Dillian Whyte is on a rematch. Great. That's co-signing what we've all been saying for the last 24 hours. Anyway, two dudes. A few hours later, there I am, minding my business, basking in the idea. And I'm not going to lie to you, Chisora versus Dillian Whyte 3, it's not nipple, it's not nipple tingling, but it's alright, it'll do, won't it? It'll do for these peak times we find ourselves in 2022. But like I said, no sooner than that thought came through my bonds, 2022 struck back, the rainbow 2022 struck back, the friendly having us 2022 struck back, and that's when this tweet came through. Here we go. Dillian Whyte then couldn't help himself and posted this. Well done. I am proud of you, brother. Well done. I'm proud of you, brother. Proud. At Derek Chisora. That's what Dillian Whyte said. Yeah? That is what Dillian Whyte said to Chisora, his arch enemy. And I thought, what the fuck? I get it. Well, no, I don't even get it. I was about to say, I get it that it's great to be happy for someone, but you man are supposed to be arch enemies, are you not? Yeah, now no doubt a whole bunch of Dillian Whyte man fans are going to tell me, oh no, YB, Dillian Whyte's growing up, and I ain't trying to hear that. All I know is, back in the day, 90s and 80s, them heavyweight dons couldn't stand each other. The top 10 couldn't stand each other. They just couldn't. Yeah, there was no wishing, not even just heavyweights. In boxing in general, over the last 20 years, has become so moist. Everyone really trying to be friends now. Yeah, and I do believe a big part of it is the money, to some extent. Well, then again, their man was making big money, and they still didn't like each other. What is so hard about two men not liking each other these days? What's wrong with that? Especially when, and that's what I don't get. It's like everything's back to front. In every other sport, competitors don't like each other. I talked about F1 the other day. Yeah, Max and Hamilton can't stand each other. When you see, they just can't. You don't. Show me when you've seen when Max Verstappen wins a race. Tell me when you see Hamilton coming out and saying, "Oh, really proud of you, Max." You just don't see that. They can't stand each other. And I've been to a pretty decent level in sport. Obviously not as high as Deeds man, but to a decent level. I told you before, when I've lost before, I wish the guys would drop dead. Honestly, at the time that's how I felt. If they could have dropped dead during the race, which meant I could win, I'd have took it. It sounds bad, but that's how I felt. That's how much I was. I'm not saying I'm some. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's how desperate I was. That's how much I thought. That's how much I was just fiending for the W. Couldn't stand them. And whilst you're in that, and that's not even a physical sport I was in. These men are in a physical sport. These men actually have dislike for each other, allegedly. And now he's saying, well done, I'm so proud of you. What's that about? It's a bit like in the Fury build-up. Dillian Whyte for years. Oh, Tyson Fury got chicken legs. Tyson Fury got no knees. Tyson Fury got no power. gets into the fight, or gets into fight week, and he's smiling and tickling nipples, and so what's wrong with these guys? I do think, even though people in the past, I mean, it's taken Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, it took them like 20 years to sit down again. It's only recently, since they're making money from podcasting, Mike Tyson said, "Oh, we haven't spoke for 10 years." Up until that point, about Holyfield. Same as Lewis, can't stand each other. Yeah? That's what it's like to be a competitor. You can't stand your ops, you just can't. Until 2022, until boxing in 2022, you got Tyson Fury trying to be friends with everyone, trying to be friends right now. Trying to be friends with Dillian Whyte. Yeah? You got AJ trying to be friends with everyone. Now you got Dillian Whyte saluting the guy he's supposed to be. I mean, any interest in a third fight for me is plummeted expeditiously. Yeah? Because the only real selling point for that fight is they both don't like each other, innit? Let's be real now. About, well done, I'm proud of you. What's that about? Wait a minute, you just got knocked out cold. Yeah? And Chisora was all in there celebrating with Tyson Fury. Now you're out here sucking each other off again. Sucking Chisora off. I can't understand it, people. I can't understand it. The only thing that I can think of is obviously it's 2022. Obviously, the cabal are putting stuff in the water, which is making men more like females. And you know, females for the most part, they're all friendly, aren't they? That's your man Dillian. He female. Now, I can't blame Dillian, because you know what Dean be like. Yeah. Oh, trust me, if you got Dean is one big Nick. Dean is some big 6'7" Nick. And you be feeling female too. If you had Dean pushing you know what I mean? Pushing your dinner in, pushing your din-dins in, you be feeling female. Yeah, you'd be feeling super duper feminine. Yeah, because like I said, when you got a big Nick like Dean from the back pushing in, you're gonna be feminine. So I can't blame Dillian. Well, I can. Ain't no one asked him. Yeah, ain't no one asked Dillian to be getting his back blown out by Dean. So I can blame Dillian actually. Yeah, stop getting your back blown out. Listen, Dillian. All we know is back in 5 years ago, you was a Brixton Road man. Now you're feminine. Now you're trying to be friend with everyone. Trying to be friend with all the ops. What's that about? Explain it. I do think, even though the older generations were able to keep it 100, regardless of the money, these cats today, AJ, Dillian, they make so much money now. It has that money has that. It has that easing effect. It has that friendly effect, doesn't it? Because you're not trying to get out of the mud anymore. You're not having to rip off. You know what I mean? You're not having to rob, rip and steal and whatever else. You've made it. Dillian's probably got 10 million cash balance, I'd have thought. I bet Dillian can touch $10 million in cash at any one point in time, that's made for life. And when you've reached that point, it's almost like, well, all these other little things are trivial, aren't they? Dillian Whyte doesn't need a third fight, which is all to be good. So it all becomes trivial. All the little beefs they had, well, what does it matter? We're all rich now. That's what it's like. Oh, we've all made it now. What's the point? What's there to beef about anymore? We've all made it. We've all sucked the coins out of the fans. Yeah, we've all milked the fans and given them nothing back. So what's there to be mad about? Yeah? No, that's the worst thing. They won't even lie to us to sell a third fight. They will sell, Eddie Hearn will sell Chisora versus Dillian Whyte and not even try and make out there's a beef there now. Yeah, we won't even get that entertainment. We'll just get everyone be friendly at the press conference, and then they'll go in there and do whatever they're doing. Chisora, to be fair to him, he will bring a fight, but Dillian probably just get knocked out with the first shot that lands. That's God's honest truth. That's what Dillian would do. Dillian's too soft. I'm sorry. And that's the thing. Dillian, outside of the ring or outside of fight night, you'll hear Dillian playing all these deep, grimy reggae tunes. Well, not reggae, it's like dancehall tunes, yeah. Proper, I'm from the culture, and I'm from JA, and all this kind of stuff, yeah, tutus. Fight night comes. Simply the best. Doom, doom, doom. Better. So what? Why are you playing that next music? I thought you was a big dancehall road man. You know what I mean? I thought you was some next dancehall yard man, and now you're playing all this other zesty tunes. What's that about? I told you, Dillian's a faker. Yeah, Dillian don't know nothing about yard. That's just what in my opinion, in my professional opinion, yeah. Dillian don't know nada about yard. He just don't. If he did, he would be playing simply. He one of them fronters, one of them Instagram dons. Oh, I'm on the IG. Let me play some edgy. Let me be super duper edgy and play some dancehall yard tunes. Yeah. That's what it's like, 100%. Because when it matters, why weren't Dillian trying to erect the dancehall yard gods to help him out against Tyson Fury. Instead, he was playing some next zesty 50-year-old, you know what I mean? Some next 50-year-old, some next grandma tunes. Simply the best. Come on. My nan had that tune on. No word of a lie. My nan buns that tune. And you're out here, big hard backyardy, playing that on your big fight. Come on now. Dead. That was a dead play as well. After no word of a lie, all the weeks leading up to the Fury fight, yeah, Dillian was going hard on his IG. Yeah, putting all these edgy dancehall drum and bass tunes and all that, and he gets into the fight and he putting some zesty thing on, trying to appease the man that be. That's what it was. That's what, in my opinion, it comes down to. Dillian Whyte was, oh, I want to be friends with everyone, and oh, I don't want to. That's what it was. Dillian was trying to make sure he part of the right crowd. Oh, I don't want to alienate anyone. Oh, let's put a tune that everyone can. That's what it was. He weren't thinking about himself. He weren't thinking about getting a job done. He was thinking about, oh, there's going to be 80,000 dons there. Most aren't going to be yard. So let me put some tune on so everyone can jiggle. What? Thought you was some innit? I thought you was yard man. Listen, Dillian. Are you yard man or not? That's what you need to pick out. We know you ain't anyway. Because if you was, you wouldn't be moving the way you're moving. Because you're soft right now. Dillian's soft. Bottom line, people. Dillian's as soft as AJ now, in my opinion. It's what it is. Yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is, man. Dillian, in my opinion, need to sit down somewhere now. Same as AJ. Dillian Whyte now is getting the same advice I give AJ. Go and sit down somewhere, man. You're washed. And that's not. I'd love to sit here and tell you I was lying. He washed. Yeah, he just washed. Out here is Dillian Whyte's biggest op. And it's sucking him off now. That for me is an all-time career low. I'm proud of you. Oh my. These two people, I don't think a lot of you new cats don't appreciate. This beef has gone on for 10 years. And now they're all friendly. Oh, really proud of you. I wish you the best, bro. I'm really happy for you. Oh, we can be friends. Oh, my best friend. I just think, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, there's things that need to be said. I wouldn't even mind if you said it privately and we didn't know. But to put this all out there publicly, this shows how much the fans are mugged off as well. Yeah, because it shows it's all a charade. None of it's really real. If you didn't know already, it's all fake news. Behind closed doors, they're all friends and they're all backslapping each other. Dead play anyway. I ain't trying to see Dillian Whyte no more. Full stop now. I thought there might be a little bit of interest for the Chisora free fight. Now I ain't trying to see none of it. Dead fight. Yeah, who really wants to see two best friends fight? Not me. Yeah, 100%.